What's good, YouTube? This video is going to be about 4 signs a man is love ready and 4 signs that you should probably take him seriously. Now, I'm going to jump right in. The first sign that a man is love ready, the first sign that a man is taking you seriously and you should probably take him seriously is he's empowering. Okay? There's nothing that tells me a man wants a woman seriously than when he makes it his business, his goal to empower her, to encourage her, to motivate her. Right, to lift her up, to edify her. When men are going out of their way to build you up, right, it's because they want you at your best. It's because they want to contribute to you becoming your best. It's because they want to be an influence in your life. They value your voice and the trust that you have in their voice, and they want to be an instrumental part of your success. They want to be a part of your process. A lot of y'all are dating men that you can't come and tell anything to. They don't want to hear it. They barely listen. They're not really concerned about what's going on with your day-to-day lives. A guy who's love ready, a guy who's decided that he wants more from his relationships, or more specifically his relationship with you, is always going to be trying to insert himself into your empowerment process. That's how men become important. They become useful. And sometimes a man is not close enough to you to be fixing shit around your house or, fixing your car, or, handling other things. And so he serves you by the way he affects you. Okay, so he seeks to affect you from a personal standpoint. He seeks to empower you and motivate you and inspire you and leave a mark, make an impact in your day. When you see a guy intentionally trying to make an impact, to leave an impression on you, he's love ready. He's moving with intention. And that's what I like to see when I'm talking to my clients. And again, for any of you confused, my clients, as in my dating coaching clients, my relationship coaching clients, my life coaching clients, I do have a business I run. So if you need help, click the link down below, book a call. Shameless plug, I know, but be very careful not to ignore men who are trying to encourage you, motivate, inspire, and empower you. Those men have space in their hearts to love. At least investigate them thoroughly. Moving on, the second sign that a man is love ready, second sign that a man probably has chosen you for love is he studies you. He has a patient observance of you, as if you are his muse. Now let me define muse, just in case somebody doesn't know what a muse is. A muse is a person or a personified force who is the source of inspiration for a creative artist. That's how muse is traditionally used. When a man says a woman is his muse, it means she inspires him. It means she's his motivation. Many times it means he admires her. He seeks to impress her. He wants to make her proud. A man needs to feel this way about you to be taken seriously, or at least he should feel this way about you before you take him seriously. Admiration goes both ways. Most women won't date a man they don't admire in some way, that they can't look up to and be inspired by in some way. They still need to admire you or your thought process, your intelligence, or even what you think of them. When a man is not inspired by you, doesn't want to make you proud, doesn't study you and observe you to figure you out, he likely has no real intention for you. And a man who's not smart enough to understand that he should date a woman who inspires him in that way probably can't offer a healthy relationship anyway. He's not mature enough. Again, that goes back to a man or woman's wisdom about a man or woman's worth. Some of the roles that we have to each other that transcend gender. So again, if you catch a man observing you, making you his muse, being inspired by you, admiring you, studying you, and trying to learn you to become useful to you, and to make use of your energy for his betterment, he more than likely is love ready and has potentially chosen you as the person who would receive his love. Moving on. The third sign that a man is love ready, or that he's chosen you to love, that he has an intention to love, is to think, while I'm doing this video, before I get into the next sign, I just want to remind everybody I'm on my way to becoming a licensed financial advisor. Okay, so if you want to talk to me as a financial advisor, talk to me about setting up a portfolio, retirement plans, investment accounts, whatever. If you want to talk about those types of things with me as a financial advisor, text me the word money at 614-254-6633. As soon as I'm licensed and legally allowed to talk to people about finances, I will start setting up free appointments. So again, if you're interested in speaking to a financial advisor at no cost to yourself, I'll become one very soon. But when I do, I won't be able to tell you about it on YouTube. You won't hear a peep out of me about it. And ultimately, when I leave YouTube, that's what I'll be leaving to do. So if you want to talk to me in that capacity, again, text the word money to 614-254-6633. That's my personal phone. I don't have a staff or an account person that's going to be talking to you. It's going to be me. I can verify who I am when you text me if you need me to do that. Sorry to go off subject, but I just wanted to remind everyone. Okay, moving on. The third sign that a man is love ready, that he's chosen you to love, or that he potentially has or wants to, is he looks to help. He looks to be of service. He's trying to figure out how to insert himself into your solutions, right? A lot of times, again, women are dating guys who not only don't listen to them, don't see them, aren't studying them, definitely don't find them to be any kind of muse or inspiration, right? Definitely aren't trying to learn or grow from them, but they also don't want to be made use of, right? There are a lot of guys who date women who don't want to feel like they're doing anything for a woman who hasn't done something for them, right? Everything is transactional with these guys, or they're simps. Everything is transactional with these guys, or they're tricks. Everything is transactional with these guys, or there's some degrading idea about their value as men and their masculinity based on them being of service or being used by or being good to a woman that they haven't either had enough sex with or have conquered or led or dominated enough. When a man is love ready, when a man is serious about partnership, the first thing he tries to do is establish his usefulness, his utility in your life. A lot of times when a man says something like, well, it doesn't feel like she has space for me in her life, or you don't have a place for a man in your life, he's talking about the utility. Men are loyal to their responsibilities, to their utility, to their duty. Okay, if a man can't find a duty to serve in your life, then sometimes it's hard to get him to buy into the idea that this will be a long-term relationship, that you won't get tired of him, that you won't grow bored, that you won't look for something better. It's not about being needed by a woman and therefore trapping her with the way she needs you. It's about being appreciated and having something to be appreciated for. It's about moving with purpose and having a duty to perform. Men like to make themselves useful when they love a woman. When they find a woman that can't make any use of them, they don't feel as secure. And that has nothing to do with weakness or insecurity or anything that you might see in the comment section. The idea that I want you, but I don't need you only sounds good in theory. Most people in some form or fashion actually want to be needed. It's a human need to feel valuable. Now, with that said, I'm not telling you to coddle a man's insecurities. All I'm telling you is that sometimes it's best to just allow that new guy that's trying to date you and trying to grow with you to do the nice thing. He's trying to find utility in your life. Service is the way men love. So when they look to try to help, when they don't have to, when it's not their business, when no one asks them, it's because they take you more seriously than the other women they might know or like or be dating. Moving on. The fourth and final sign that a man is love ready, that he's chosen you, that you should take him seriously. You should stop playing with these other guys and you should start really fully investigating this guy is. He gives you grace. Well, what does that mean? It means that he gives you space and opportunity to be imperfect, right? Too often women who've said one thing that a guy doesn't like, and all of a sudden he backs out of dating them. They say one thing that a guy doesn't like, and he throws them on ice for 2 or 3 weeks. He ghosts them. He freezes them out. They say one thing that a guy doesn't like, and all of a sudden they need to prove themselves for the next 2 or 3 months, right? Or they've been demoted in his dating ranks, right? They say one thing that a guy doesn't like, or they do one thing, and he never actually forgives them. He never lets them live it down. Or again, demote them from potential serious relationship to just F buddy or booty call, right? They spend their whole time dating this guy trying to earn what they think they've lost in leeway because they said something or did something that he doesn't like. He gives them zero grace, no forgiveness, no mercy. Because they're not perfect, they're going to suffer. Because they didn't do the perfect thing, the thing that he wanted them to do, because they said something that he didn't like, all of a sudden, he doesn't like them anymore, and he's going to make them pay. Men who are love ready don't do this. Men who are love ready understand that you're going to be imperfect. They understand that they're going to be imperfect. And it's different from saying, oh, nobody's perfect, and then doing some bullshit. When a person is love ready, they say no one is perfect, but we can all improve. And they look to improve themselves. And they look to help you improve. But they at least give you the opportunity to try. They don't just turn you into a booty call when you piss them off. They don't just start ghosting you and start flaking on you and treating you like shit and talking down to you when you upset them. When men are love ready, they can be trusted to give you grace within reason. Within reason. We know as human beings, people are flawed. You might have a habit, pattern, and practice that you've developed in other relationships. You might have been traumatized by other relationships. When a man is willing to work with you, communicate his issues with what you are and how you present, but also give you space and grace to make those improvements and make those attempts to be a better person for yourself and the relationship. Even if you're just dating, if he's patient with you during your weaker moments, during the times that you said something that you know you shouldn't have said, when you wasn't even proud of yourself, when you was like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. When he accepts apologies, but also looks for actions in parallel to those improvements. Not that he lets you off the hook, but that he gives you a chance. That man is ready to love. That man should be taken seriously, or at least investigated a lot more deeply. So anyway, I hope this helps. These are 4 signs that a man is love ready. A man should be investigated, that you should probably take him seriously, that maybe you should start to like him, that at the very least, you should not skip over him, especially as compared to a man who doesn't do these other things. Anyway, follow me at KidFig24 on Instagram. If you need to book a call with me, whether you're single or in a relationship, or just going through things in life, I'm available. book a call with me at the link below. I've coached over 4,000 people and I would love to add you to that list. Some people think I'm pretty good. Anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll get with y'all later.